In a small, forgotten town in northern Maine, winter fell early that year. Snow piled thick on rooftops and muffled the roads. The radio station, WZTR 104.3, was the last place still transmitting anything within a 100-mile radius. Its signal cut through the storm, a beacon for anyone left alive.
Marla Graves was the night DJ, a former war correspondent who chose an isolation over memories. She didn't mind the snow, the silence, or even the loneliness. What she did mind was what came crawling out of the forest the night the power flickered. It started with a call. The hotline never rang after midnight. Marla picked up, expecting a prank. But what she heard was labored breathing. Then a whisper. "They're inside." The line went dead. She stared at the receiver, then glanced at the studio monitors. The emergency scanner crackled to life. "Hospital breached. Containment failed. They're eating." The message dissolved into static. Marla stood. Through the frosted windows of the station, she saw something moving at the tree line. Shadows, limping, dragging, some crawling. Dozens. No, more. They didn't scream. They didn't groan like in the movies. They just stared. Silently. Eyes milky and unblinking. Blood crusted around their mouths. Some were missing lips. Some had broken limbs but didn't seem to notice. One had a child's face, frozen in fear, dead but animate. Marla locked the doors. She thought the reinforced steel and thick glass would hold. It didn't. At 2:17 a.m., the power failed. The backup generator kicked in. She kept broadcasting. She wanted someone, anyone, to hear. Her voice wavered, then grew stronger, like she was back on the front lines. "If you're out there, don't come to Havens Hollow. This town is gone." A pounding at the door. Then a crash. They didn't move fast, but there were so many. And they didn't stop. Fingers curled under the sound booth's door. A hand, skin sloughing off the bone, reached toward her console. Blood smeared the mic. Her final words were caught mid-sentence. "This is Marla Graves, signing off." Silence. For days, WZTR broadcast only static. Then, just once, the signal returned. A garbled voice, barely human, crackled over the waves. "Hungry." Then it stopped. But somewhere, on a cold, static-laced frequency, if you listen closely enough on a winter night, you might still hear the faint echo of Marla's last broadcast, and something else, lurking beneath the static, waiting for someone to answer.